Welcome back again to another video. Thank you so much for clicking as always. If this is your first time coming across my face, my name is Julie. You are highly welcome to Julie Harrison Reacts. Don't make it subscribe. So in today's video, we're going to be reacting to a whole lot of videos trending on social medias, of course, as it relates to Nigeria, South Africa, and the rest of them. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you click on the notification bell so anytime I drop a banger video, you'll be first notified. Let's take it away, guys. Some group of Nigerians were very shocked to find out that South Africa is now Africa's biggest petrol importer, dethroning Nigeria. So they were saying, advising their government that they need to sit up. Like before now, we Nigerians can actually boost off massive exportations of petrol, crude oil, and all that around the world globally. But right now, South Africa is taking the lead. I don't know if you guys saw a video made by Nigerian politician Pete Obi where he drastically made it clear right now in 2025 that South African GDP has crippled that of Nigeria GDP that claims to be giant of Africa. Let's watch these videos.
Breaking news: South Africa has now become the highest or biggest petrol importer, dethroning Nigeria. I don't even really know if Nigeria deserves the giant of Africa. Do Nigeria deserve the giant of Africa? Because right now, I don't see what makes Nigeria the giant of Africa. Other African countries are improving in a lot of things. Infrastructure, electoral sector, everywhere. Why Nigeria keeps sinking? So how are we the giant of Africa? Just imagine the crude oil that we are known for. The petroleum that gave Nigeria the name the giant of Africa. Now South Africa is now ahead of Nigeria. So as Nigeria, as this nation, where are we heading to? How long can we keep silent? Because right now, the news about Nigeria is no longer funny. The economy has totally collapsed. As of yesterday, Ghana cedi is now challenging dollar. Is becoming stronger. The inflation decreased to 21.7%, while our own inflation is increasing on daily basis. Our inflation has gone high to the extent that there's no hope again for every average Nigerians. We need to act and speak now.
While you are busy here fighting foreign nationals, white people are out there recruiting white people to come to South Africa. They open home affairs everywhere in the world except in Africa. They mentioned on Parliament that they're going to open home affairs everywhere. And they mentioned Netherlands, they mentioned all these other countries, North America. It's operating now in July. And they say they're going to make IDs and passport for South Africans who are living abroad. You know what they're trying to do? They are recruiting as many white people as possible from abroad to come and occupy South Africa. And they're funding all these movements, like the Dula movement. They're funding it. They're funding this whole corruption saga that is happening. Because they want you to focus on that while they are busy recruiting people out there. And that thing takes 5 days. Turnaround time of it is 5 days. 5 days. So they are recruiting as many as possible white people. So when they enter South Africa, they want to enter with ready-made passport and ready-made IDs, which means they will identify as South Africans. And it's going to be influx of those people coming here in the next couple of months. And when you are busy fighting your brother from Zimbabwe, from Mozambique, because if they want to register the undocumented foreign nationals, they can. But you know what? They're opening IDs and passport for their friends so then they can come here. Because if you are South African citizens and you are abroad, how come you don't have an ID? How come you don't have a passport? How come? You don't have an ID and you don't have a passport and you are living anywhere outside Africa. What about African who are living in Nigeria, who are South Africans? You are starting outside the continent. It's white people, they are coming. When you are there defending clinics and all that garbage, following the mandate of people who are bored. Open your eyes, black people. Open your eyes.
I just want to take a moment to appreciate South Africa. As a foreigner living here, I have seen some things that honestly touched me. One of them is the healthcare system. Whether it's small sickness or something serious, help is there. The government makes sure even the foreigners have access to their healthcare. So to South African government and the people, I say thank you. I see the kindness, I feel it, and I truly appreciate.
Major breaking news from South Africa. The South Africa government just confirmed now that there is a military coup plot in their country. On this news, they said that the South Africa government on high alert after intelligence confirmed military coup plot in their country. Please, what is happening in South Africa that there is a military, coup plot in the country? This has shown that all the military coup plot happening in Africa doesn't mean that the Westerners are behind it. Like the Westerners are involved in all the military, military coup attempts in Africa. Because the last time we checked, there's no terrorism in South Africa. There's no news of abuse of power in South Africa. There's no news of dictatorship or tyranny in South Africa. The last time we check, South Africa government are doing pretty well in their country. In fact, we can count South Africa government as one of the best performing, government in the whole Africa. So why is there military coup plot in that country? Just few months after South Africa government had a problem with, U.S. President Donald Trump, that he angrily vacate all the white South Africa and gave them asylum in U.S. Does it mean that the U.S. are involved with this plot? You can tell me your opinion on it.
There is nothing xenophobic about our action, because even when you seek permission to get into South Africa, there should be a medical cover that says that you have a cover for medical expenses if we are going to stay in South Africa. So the resources that we have in healthcare services are for South African citizens. But if a foreign national is coming to South Africa, he has to show that cover. Then he has to show that medical cover, so that he has to access the health services in our country. Not just everyone. Because, for example, there are many that we know that took their parents and their relatives from foreign countries to come and do surgical operations. Surgical operations that they know that are very expensive in their countries, but they do this they bring their relatives to South Africa to do this operation free. They know that is free in South Africa.
Thank you so much for speaking to us this morning. That's the spokesperson for Operation Dudula here in the province of KZN. Of course, we did mention that we are making our way to the SA Human Rights Commission offices here in Victoria Street, but he is raising allegations, Iman, which we will, of course, be reaching out to those NGOs that he mentioned, but also reaching out to Home Affairs regarding those allegations that have been leveled against quite a number.
I don't know if you guys have already found out, but I did. So this is a did you know moment. So I took the kids to McDonald's after school today and found out that going forward we will be paying for tomato sauce at McDonald's. 50 cents a sachet. You will not even receive one sachet with the meal that you order. Keep in mind that the Nazo meal has already gone up by 10 rand not even a month back. Now I get that South Africa is absolutely pathetic and our economy even worse. And I do understand that even business owners are trying to make means. But at this point, we are all going to be forced into living a healthier lifestyle or cutting out takeaways completely, because it is absolute craziness. Mind you, even if we do decide to live a healthier lifestyle, even that we can't afford. Because the healthier you eat, the more expensive it is. At the rate South Africa is going, we all find it difficult to even buy full groceries every month. This is exactly what I mean when I say our government sets us up for failure. You lose either way.
Basically, all country in the world has their downside and good side, but I can tell you guys for free that the good side of South Africa outweighs their bad side, right? Ideally, before now, I cannot think, aside our population, the major exportations of crude oil, petroleum from Nigeria to diaspora, be it South Africa, Ghana, generally outside the country, was one of our massive sales. I mean, massive exports, like how we boost our economy. But right now, as I speak, our economy is in shambles. I'm talking about Nigeria, because there are a lot of things that are expected for Nigerians to do, especially the government. Aside the embezzlement of cash, aside the corrupt government, how have we been working up with exportations of crude oil, right? This lady, first lady that shared our videos, shared the reasons why South Africa has actually topped the chart or the list of the country that exports like the biggest petroleum, dethroning Nigeria. And where is the lie? No wonder, because I kept wondering how come South Africa has surpassed Nigerian GDP. It's beginning to make sense. You know, before now, Nigeria could boast of having this massive GDP. That should be 2020, 2021. But as I speak right now, guys, 2025, I don't know if you guys followed up on the video shared earlier, where the Nigerian aspiring presidential candidate, Pete Obi, made it very, very clear. Like he didn't even bite, and he gave facts to back up his claim. He went further to tell Nigerians that what you guys are enjoying right now is past glory. That if you claim to be giants of Africa, these are past glory. It's okay for you to say that you are giants of population, but you cannot even stand where Ghana and South Africa is right now. You can't even match up with the energy right now, especially when it comes to the economy. So I kind of think that some people actually call it politics, that he was trying to, dethrone the recent president just to get votes. But that's not true. He's been fact. Like he showed it. Go to Google for some Nigerians that will come under the comment section to say that I'm not spitting the facts. I'm not saying the truth. Type Google and find out what exactly is going on. Because to be very honest, we Nigerians need to do better. We just need to sit up and do it right at this point. I'm going to end it here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And of course, other videos I shared here, let me know your genuine 2 cents down in the comment section. I'll be reading. If this is your first time coming across my face, don't make your last by subscribing. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.